In this video, we will discuss how bid floors work and which ad formats can bring the best results. If you are unsure whether to try interstitial ads, be sure to watch until the end. My name is Denis Yashanov, and I am a monetization expert at CAS.AI. How do bid floors work, and should you use them to increase revenue? Essentially, bid floors are a limit for various ad inventory that you use in your application. For example, if you do not want to receive ads below a certain value, you set a bid floor. Firstly, it is worth using because it improves the quality of ads in your application, as you will not get low-quality ads for 1, 2, or 3 cents that might come from DSPs. However, you need to keep in mind that if you set the bid floor too high, the ads will not be purchased in your application, meaning a lot of ads will be discarded, and the auction will not be filled, or the inventory will not be fully sold. You may lose revenue. Therefore, you need to find a golden mean. Alternatively, if you understand from long-term experience with ad networks that a particular ad network can offer a higher bid than, for example, ad network number 2 or number 3, you can increase the bid floor for that network. However, for the second and third ad networks, you leave the bid floor non-existent or set it very low. In this way, you aim to attract higher performing ad networks that usually show better performance and generate more profit than usual. Can I say definitively that this increases profit or boosts ad revenue within the app? I cannot, because it is very individual. There are cases where it works really well. There are cases where this does not work at all, so it is always better to conduct some testing to see if your revenue will increase at all. You need to check not just the revenue, but specifically the income per user, i.e., average revenue per user, ARPU. This way, you can understand how it will look for you specifically. Banners versus interstitial ads versus native ads. Which of these ad formats is better? You know, there is no best or worst ad format without certain criteria. For example, banners are a good ad format for games with very long play sessions, especially if you do not want to add interstitial ads to avoid interrupting the session. For instance, if you have a solitaire game where a play session can last for half an hour or more, and you do not want to insert interstitial ads because you want the user to enjoy playing, or you do not want to insert interstitial ads in the first few days of the user's gameplay, then banners can help you here. This way you do not disrupt the game flow, and the user often does not even notice these banners. They will continue to see the ads in their field of vision, causing minimal irritation, but not critically. Based on all the tests we have seen in our company and those published by other companies, I have not noticed any significant drop in retention or other metrics. Interstitial ads are quite an annoying format for users. They appear after each level or after a specific event in the game, blocking the game flow for 5 to 7 seconds. The user cannot continue playing until they close the ad, then the end map appears, and after closing the end map, they return to the game. Overall, it takes quite a few actions to continue playing. Users get very irritated by such formats, but they need to understand that they are playing a free game. They haven't paid anything for it, while you have invested your efforts and resources into it. Perhaps it should be presented as a mutual agreement between you and the user. I made the game. Please watch the ads while playing because I am not asking for anything else from you. Additionally, you can always offer an in-app purchase after a certain number of interstitial ads, allowing users to remove, for example, banners or interstitial ads for a certain price. This can also work and increase the conversion of such sales, but I cannot definitively say that this is the best or worst format. It also depends on the game. For example, in some hyper-casual or hybrid casual games, it is still an effective tool that allows you to earn quite a high income, but it is gradually being overshadowed by rewarded videos. Therefore, you need to be smart about how to use this format, and it might be the best for you. And lastly, there are native ads. Native ads are quite a specific format and are most often used in various media publications or websites, but it is quite difficult to use them within gaming applications. It is definitely worth testing if you have the opportunity. For example, if you do not use interstitial ads, you can use native ads at the end of a level when you show some gacha mechanics that can increase the user's coin earnings after that level. You can show a picture with native ads below or above the gacha mechanics. Or when the user presses the pause menu, for example, you can also place native ads there. It all depends on your creativity and how you find the approach to implement it. But on average, the cost and profit of this format are much lower than interstitial or banner ads. Therefore, you need to be prepared that by making some efforts to implement it, you may get a much lower result than expected. So it is up to you. And I would say that it is essential to start with classic formats. These are banners, interstitial ads, and rewarded videos. Should you implement interstitial ads? I haven't used interstitial ads because I don't want to annoy my users. Is it worth trying? Yes, it is worth trying if the game is suitable or if you know how to do it in a way that minimizes user irritation. This format best suits for games where there are logical pauses, for example, at the end of a level, or if we are talking about a card game, after the user draws a certain number of cards from the deck, they can watch an interstitial ad. Or, if it is related to some numerical games, after a certain iteration, when the player receives numbers on their screen, they can also watch an ad. So, in any moments where you can create a logical pause in the gameplay, give the player the opportunity to watch an ad. It will be annoying and you need to be prepared for negative feedback, but you need to know how to handle it and respond to it preferably. Yes, we understand that you may not like the ads or they may irritate you, but we provide you with content for free. If you do not want to watch ads, please purchase the new ads package and play our game without any ad-related issues. Therefore, yes, implement ads, but do it wisely. Refusing this format just because users do not like it makes sense only if most of your revenue comes from in-app purchases. If you earn 90% or more from ads, then this is your main source of income. If you want to increase that revenue while retaining your players, be sure to test different formats. If you need help with mediation setup or have questions, welcome to our website. And conduct A/B testing without losing revenue using our solution. Link in the description. Thank you for watching and see you next time.